Hey guys, welcome to a new series of Solid Edge videos. In this series, we'll be doing the plumber block assembly. We'll start off with the first part, which is the body. Yeah, you can see the two views of the body here. This is the front view and this is the top view. So we'll start off by sketching on the plane, the front plane. Actually, this part cannot be done in a single step or two steps. Multiple steps need to be followed to finish this part. In the first step, what we'll do is we'll start off with the base of the body. So I'll select create a sketch on the front plane, and then I'll draw the basic shape of the base, which is a trapezium. Always make sure to take the axis as reference. Don't start off by drawing somewhere randomly. Start off on the axis, it will help you. Okay, my basic shape is ready now. What I'll do is I'll make it symmetric about the center axis. To do that, select the symmetric relationship option, and then first you will have to click on the symmetric axis and then select the two lines or anything that needs to be symmetric. As you can see, now they are at the same angle and the same dimension. So we'll dimension this part now. The total width is 168 mm and make it 168, and this small, the angled area, that should be 4 mm. So I'll do that. Okay, so this is 4 mm. I'll pull it up. As you can see, the dimensions are changing both sides. The height is 14 mm. Okay, so that is the only dimension we had to give for the base. So I'll return from the sketch. Then we'll have to protrude this. Let me protrude this on both sides. Now the width is 36 mm. So I'll type in 36. Okay, so the protrusion is done. Always hide the sketches. Okay, so the base is ready now. The next part is we will have to do the curved surface which is on the top. As you can see, this curved surface, and it extends down till the base. So to do that, I'll select sketch on this top plane of the base. Now we'll start sketching it. As you can see, there is a full circle of 43 radius, that will be 86 diameter. I'll draw that out first. From the center should be 86. Here I'll set the dimension. It's 86. The next thing is you just have to close these two lines and trim off the remaining edges. To do that, I'll draw a line at the intersection point from here till this line, and again do the same thing in the bottom also. Okay, so now we will have to trim out the unwanted edges. So this is unwanted, I trimmed it out. I'll see whether anything else is left. Okay, that is only so much we have to do in this step. So I'll return from the sketch, select protrusion, select the sketch, and then protrude it upwards. The height is, the total height from the base is 55, so I will have to protrude it to 55 minus 14 mm, which is the base which we already did. So this will be 55 minus 14, sorry, 55 minus 14, that is 41 mm. Okay, so now the basic shape is ready. Now we will have to cut out this part from the top portion. To do that, I'll select sketch on the front plane and then I'll draw the profile. The profile consists of a semicircle and some lines. So first we'll start off with a semicircle. The Okay, the diameter of the circle is given to be 38. They're not specified it anywhere here, but you can see it on top, it is 38. So I'll make it 38. And it has a small extension of 3 mm and then it comes out to be a step. So we'll do that. From the side portion, tangentially I'll draw a line upwards and then create a step. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so this is done. I'll trim off the unwanted edges. Okay, so that was the unwanted edge. Now we'll start dimensioning it. This height should be 12 mm. Okay, before that we'll make it symmetric again so that the dimensions change on both sides. We'll make these two symmetric and even these two. So this is now 12 mm and this small portion should be 3 mm. Now the overall width is 44 mm. Okay, so our sketch is ready to do the cutout. Now I'll return from the sketch, select the cutout option, then do a symmetric extent on both sides. No need to specify the dimension, just pull it out and then click anywhere. So the basic shape of the plumber block body is ready. Now next thing what we have to do is we will have to create some holes and slots in the whole thing. So now we'll start off with a cutout in the base. You can see here in the top view, you can see it's a rectangular cutout and the two edges have been filleted. So we'll do that first. To do that, select sketch on the bottom plane and then draw a rectangle. Okay, now we'll dimension it. You can see it from the boundary, the rectangle is 8 mm on each sides. The top and the bottom is given here. In the sides it's been mentioned here, 8 and 8. So we'll do that. So from this edge is 8 mm and the same way from all the edges. Okay, now the same rectangle should come on the other side. We'll use the mirror command for that. Select this all the lines, whatever you have to mirror it, then select the mirror axis. So it's been mirrored now. I'll return from the sketch. Now you can see the cutout depth must be 2 mm. So we'll cut it out now. It will go in by 2 mm. Okay, so this is done. Hide the sketch. Okay, so it should look something like this. Now the edges have been filleted. As you can see here, the radii is given to be 1 mm. So we'll do that using the round option. Type in the radius as 1, then select the 4 edges. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yeah. So this is also done. The fillet is done. Next step is we will have to do this slot. To do the slot, again we'll sketch on this top surface of the base. Then we'll draw this profile. To draw that profile, what I'll do is I'll draw 2 circles first. Then we'll see what the diameter, radius or diameter is. The radius is given to be 5 mm, so both of them should be 10. Now we'll have to draw 2 lines, one on top and one on the bottom. Before that, we'll set the center to center distance, that is 8 mm. So again we'll select the center to center distance to be 8 mm. Now draw lines from top of each circle and trim off the unwanted things. Okay, so we have a slot ready now. The next thing is they have given the dimension from both the slots. Center to center is 128 mm. So since I've done only one, from the axis it will be 128 by 2. So I'll set it to be 128 by 2. From the axis, come to the midpoint of this line and make it 128 by 2. That is 64 mm. Now this is done. Mirror the same thing on the other side. Select mirror. Yeah. Now it has been mirrored. We'll cut it out. Okay, so I selected the sketches and then pull it downwards. Yeah, so the slots are done. This is how it look. The next thing is you can see this small rectangles here. That is not a circle actually. In the top view, if you see, it is a square cutout, and the dimension is mentioned here. You can see the small square box here that represents that it is a square of 20 mm each side. So we'll do that now. To do that cutout, and it is 7 mm depth. So we'll start on this. We'll start by sketching on this inside surface and then draw a square. First I'll draw a rectangle itself, and then the dimension should be 20 mm. Yeah, our square is ready now. We'll have to set it where we need it now. You can see the distance between the centers is 62 mm, and it sits exactly in the center. So now it's in the center. The distance between the centers is 22, so I'll select the midpoint, then make it 11. Sorry, it's not 22, it's 62. So this will be 31. Okay, so our square is ready on one side, so I'll mirror it on the other side also. Yeah, So the square is ready. We'll again use cutout option. This time the depth is given to be 7 mm. So I'll select the two sketches, then upward the depth should be 7 mm. Yeah, it should look something like this. The next thing is two holes that go through the body. So the diameter of the hole is given to be 10.5 mm and the center distance is 62. We'll do it from the top plane. The dia is 10.5 and distance between them should be 62. So half distance would be 62 to 31. I'll again mirror it. We'll again use the cutout option. And again no need to specify dimensions for this. Just pull it down till it passes through and then click anywhere. So we are about to complete everything. The next thing is we have to add a fillet here that is of 6 radius, and then we will have to add a hole in the center. We'll first add the hole. To do that, select a sketch in the front plane. We'll use the revolve cutout command to do this hole. The hole is of 6 mm diameter, and then the depth is also 6 mm. So first draw out the basic shape and then set the dimension. The diameter is 6 mm, so this will be 3, and as you can see I have extended it till the top, because if I draw a line, horizontal line here itself, what happens is you can see only this portion will get cut out and so much portion will be left out, and it will show an error while doing the cutout option. So I have extended it till the top. You can extend it till anywhere you want, nothing specific, but you have to make sure that the depth is 6 mm. To do that, select smart dimension from this edge to the tangent of the circle. Just a second, let me see. Okay, it's not working out. Draw a line first tangentially. If it's not a tangent, you can select the tangent option and make it tangent to this circle, and then now you can set the dimension easily. So this also should be 6 mm, and then now the cone at the bottom, they have not specified any dimension for it. That will be a standard 118 degrees. So I'll select the angle between command. The total cone angle this way will be 118. So I'll select this to be 118 by 2, that is 59 degrees. So our sketch is ready. We'll return from the sketch and select the revolve cutout option. Now select the sketch. Don't select this line, only select the center one, and then for the axis select this edge, then revolve it 360 degrees by selecting this option. Now the revolve cutout is ready. The cone is also been done at the bottom. I'll hide this sketch. Okay, now the next part, the only thing left is to do this fillet here. We can do that easily by selecting the round option and setting the radius to be 6 mm. We'll select the round option, make the radius 6, then select these two edges. So this part has been done completely. Now I'll show you a main thing in saving, which will help you get the part list automatically in the assembly. To do that, what you have to do is, first the material is given to be Fe 410 W. Sorry, these four parts are Fe 410 W and the body is cast iron. So to set the material, what you have to do is go to tools and then go to the material table. In the material box, type in cast iron, or you can select cast iron from here. If you want to give a custom name, you can just type it in. I'll type in cast iron and then click on apply to model. No need to set the properties since we are not dealing with it. Just type in cast iron and apply. So material has been applied now. Then while saving, do not click on save as, just click on save and you'll see the small dialog box pop up. Go to summary and under the title type in whatever the name is given. The name is body, so I'll type in body. And then don't worry about the remaining things, not required. So under summary, in title, name it body and then save it. And even the parts, while saving it, save it according to the names, so that will help you finding it. So this is done. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next part.